Hey everybody, it's Wick here, and I got a video of some stuff I've sold on Amazon through FBA, and it's all stuff I bought at Goodwill. I did a video 2 or 3 weeks ago, some stuff I bought from Goodwill and sold on Amazon. People seem to like it. I'm also going to be doing videos here soon of retail arbitrage and also stuff I sold on eBay. I guess kind of separate the videos. All this stuff I'm going to show could have been sold on eBay, and just you would have got a bit less money for it simply because stuff doesn't sell for as much on eBay, and you usually have to pay more in shipping because with Amazon FBA I'm shipping all this stuff together and it's just a few cents on each item, and then Amazon ships it out free. So yeah, let's get into it. This Delfy Sky-Fi 2 vehicle adapter kit was pretty good pickup. I picked up brand new in a box. There are two like separate sets to this. There's a car adapter set and the actual remote. The remote set had batteries in it. There were two separate seals and the batteries were damaged. So they were leaking acid and had like the acidy dust in the box. So I decided to sell that one on eBay. And this part of it I just listed on Amazon because there was a listing for it. And I paid $4 for all of it. So I just said, well, this thing's half of it's worth $2. So I sold this for, basically I paid $2. I sold it for $69.99. And after all fees, I got $51.64. So sold pretty quick. So very good pick up there. Here is a game, Carafe, wine tasting game. I picked this up at a Goodwill earlier in the year, I believe. It was $5, $4.99 plus tax, and ended up selling it for $49.99. Got $29.82 in the end. It was a heavy game. At first, I thought there was wine in it, but you can see here. The interesting thing about this game is, well, for one, I sold it for $49.99 new, and now there's somebody selling one new for $19.99. So hey, if you're watching this video and it's still $19.99. and you're quick, you could probably buy this and then flip it later on Amazon and sell it yours for $49.99 or maybe even $59.99 if you get it in before Christmas. This thing was actually in sporting goods. Oh, it's in toys and games now. I could have swore, maybe it was another product I'm thinking of was actually in sporting goods. But it's 401,000 in toys, which isn't the greatest. Has good reviews and everything. But, yeah, the only new one, I think, is this 1999 one, and it's being sold by OMG Clothing. You know, I'm guessing it's probably a new, guessing it's probably a new seller. It's like a lot of bad reviews. You see Amazon's crossed them out. They will do that. Item not delivered, and I am in a UPS black hole. Yeah, that's not the seller's fault. So Amazon takes. Here's one. Very disappointed to receive a product that was obviously used. The clips were missing, the pans were all dirty, and even the instructions were dirty. You should check your return goods before simply sending them to another customer. So this person was not happy, and yeah, there's a good chance you'll get a used game from this customer, but you know, Amazon's pretty good at accepting returns, so buy it at your own risk. Only 6 total ratings, 83% positive. I mean, I'm not going to buy from them to try to flip it, but you could probably double your money, I would say. And one thing you should know, if you are buying stuff from Amazon to sell on Amazon, you're allowed to do that, but you're not allowed to use your Prime account to do that. So just be aware that I've never heard of anyone getting in trouble for it, but it is against their TOS to actually use your Prime account to buy something and then resell it. So if you don't have another account, then maybe you don't want to do that. But I made $29.82 in the end, and probably because it was the holiday season. Here's just a simple CD, Hymns from the Old Country Church. I paid $2 for this at Goodwill, their standard CD price. Sold it for $29.99, made $19.14 in the end. I just wanted to say about this was the hymns and the church and the worship type stuff seem to do very well. In terms of CDs, you can get more of a price because I think they're looking to buy those for their church. But for me, like, I'm restricted in so many CDs. I still don't understand why I'm restricted in CDs, but you know, there's so much stuff that I'm not restricted in that seems like everyone's always telling me, I can't believe you're unrestricted in that. You know, just things like Legos and Hasbro and all this other stuff. But when it comes to CD, I used to be unrestricted in CDs. I don't know what's going on. But I still find some I'm not restricted in. No idea what's going on there. But I always checked new sealed CDs and made $19.14 for pretty much no effort. There is a lot of money in puzzles. Certain puzzles anyway. You see this on the shelf, you're like, ooh, a 300-piece Bluebird puzzle. What's so great about this? No one's going to buy it. Someone spent $34.99 on this. I spent $1 on it, got $23.98 in the end. Holiday season, people buy these things as gifts for people, and there's a big community in the puzzle scene. People love to do puzzles, and if they can find certain one, I don't know if Buffalo is easy to see diagram. I don't know if that matters. The Hutman brothers, I don't know if that is something that would make this sell. I just don't know why this particular puzzle sold for so much, but I scanned it and I'm like, hey, it's got a decent rank and I'm going to make some money on it. Here's something. I honestly didn't want to buy this. I scanned it at Goodwill. You know, you check these certain things at thrift stores and places and you're like, it's just borderline. And it ended up working out for me in the end. This is a perfect, Smart Planet perfect mac and cheese maker. There's a few reasons I didn't want to buy it. One, it was $8. Two, the box. It's one of those boxes you can open. There's no like seal on it. So I opened it. It's still in the plastic and it's still packed in there like it's new. But you don't know 100% if that thing is actually new until you pull it out. You inspect it. And then finally you see that little dried up piece of macaroni in the corner and you're like, ah, it is used. But I ended up picking it up because I seen it was selling for decent money. I was going to make some money. I ended up selling mine for $41.99. Oh, and reason number 3 I didn't want to buy it is because I didn't know this Smart Planet was a restricted, well, it wasn't restricted to me, but it could be one of those ones that are really protective of their IP and will report you if you try to sell it. Even though they can just get on there and tell Amazon to restrict their products and not allow you to. But some companies just don't do that and they just wait until you're on it and then they complain, which is just silly. But that was another reason. But I ended up selling it for $41.99, got $18.04 in the end. So it's everything's good, I think. I sold this like 2 weeks ago, so I think we're good. It looked pretty cheap. Got decent reviews, but hey, you know, I don't know. It just seems like this would be more trouble to make mac and cheese than just, you know, the traditional way. Because this thing probably is difficult to clean, but I could be missing something. This was a great pickup. I've sold Trivial Pursuit card refills in the past. This is the first time I ever found a sealed RPM edition. It's for like the music Trivial Pursuit. $3.21. I sold this for $49.99. I got $34.02 in the end. So it was a real small box too. It's just like, you know, just the cards. And if you see this kind of stuff, it definitely sell well, and it sells better on Amazon than it does eBay, because it's just a different audience that buys on eBay and Amazon, and the people that buy on Amazon, they're just willing to pay up. These types of people never shop on eBay. They're not looking for the deal. They just know Amazon to be a, you know, trustworthy company, and they look at eBay like, oh, these are all just weird sellers selling from their basements, so they're not, you know, willing to make that purchase. But yeah, $34.02 in the end on the Trivial Pursuit. Very happy about that. So I think this was in my last vlog video. I picked this up at a Goodwill for $2.99, so $3.21 after tax. Deluxe par, is it Chessie? Parcheesi? I think it's Parcheesi. I always say Parcheesi, but I think it's actually Parcheesi. I don't know, honestly. But look at this amazing picture. Actually, no one's selling it right now. It's currently unavailable. And like if anyone that doesn't sell on Amazon doesn't know, if you make a new listing for a product that's not already in the Amazon catalog, first of all, it's the only time you're allowed to make a new listing if it's the UPC's and the product's not already on there. You have to use a pure white background. So this is against the rules, and definitely as a main picture, this is just awful. Awful, awful, awful. But once this is listed, then everyone's kind of stuck selling on that, because then they would be breaking the rules if they made another one. And then you're trying to get the images changed, and there's just not a good way to do it. And like, look at these bullet points. Be first to get all your pawns home without getting bumped. Classic favorite, who could forget? Just not very good bullet points. Who knows like what else this says. You really got to look these over and make sure that there's not giving like false information, because if someone buys this product, like if it said Parcheesi 3 copies down here or something, and someone thought they were getting 3 copies, then you're kind of in trouble. Anyway, I sold mine for $69.99, and I got $46.20 after all fees. And I've actually sold this in the past, about 2 years ago. So I actually sold the one 2 years ago for $49.99. But great sale. I always try to. I don't know how these do used. I bet this would do used pretty well. I never. Anytime I see it, I'm going to try to look it up and try to remember, just because I've had some great sales on the new versions. And there's a lot of versions out there. So you just have to try to find which year matches. This one was obvious because it's got a unique board type or box type, and that's exactly what I had. So here's another puzzle. This one is a really cool one because I picked this up at Goodwill for $1.99, and this puzzle was big. The box was real large for a puzzle box, and it was earlier in the year, not long after Christmas, and I looked. It was listed for like $20 or $24. I said, you know what? That puzzle is going to be worth a lot more come Christmas. So I just put it on a shelf in the garage. I'm like, you know, I'll wait and sell it at Christmas time. So it sold really quick for $59.99, and I got $43.25 in the end. And look at this listing too. It's bad. For one, it's not made by Hallmark. I don't think it's made by Hallmark. No, this maybe Springbox is part of Hallmark. I don't know. It's got good reviews, but look at the pictures. Look at that as a main picture. It is a damaged one. Again, it's just somebody just made this listing and they didn't do it properly. They're just treating it like eBay, the inexperienced seller. And my favorite is this right here. Look at that. So whoever is buying this is going to be expecting their puzzle to look like this, I would imagine. Mine, of course, was in mint condition. And they might be pleasantly surprised, like, whoa, I thought my corners were going to be banged up. I don't know what the customer is thinking when they see pictures like that. If they're like, ooh, I'm just not going to buy that because look at it. But it's going to work out for me in the end, I think. I don't think they could be disappointed or complain just because of the pictures here. But people, this is one of my biggest peeves. You know, I get so mad about people just putting up listings or pictures like this on listings because it hurts everybody. And if Amazon just had an easy way to be like, hey, look, Amazon, this is stupid. You can even kind of see the guy's reflection in there that took it. Yeah, if Amazon had an easy way to fix this stuff, it would be better. It's just Amazon's so sloppy when it comes to their service. It's just they grew way too fast, I think, and they don't know how to control everything yet. So I'm going to throw this on here so we could talk about latch hooks and cross stitches and stuff like that. This is a Jeff Gordon I picked up at Goodwill recently for $3.21. Sold it for $19.96. Made $9.26 in the end. Again, it was no effort for me. I just put this on the listing, slapped a label over the UPC, and shipped it in with all the other products. Still a great return on your investment. But look for this stuff. The latch hook kits and the cross stitch. I have some really good cross stitch sales. I bought those at Salvation Army though, so there's going to have to be another video. But yeah, there's $40 to $60 for some of them. And a lot of these, even the basic ones, sell pretty consistently as long as the content's good. And you find these all the time at Goodwill and thrift stores for next to nothing. So keep an eye out for them. I don't think it's possible to make it through the year without talking about these handheld Yahtzee games. I tend to always come across one, and I always wait until Christmas time because they sell for so much more money. I sold mine for $84.99 and I got $63.90. Paid $5 for this one at a Goodwill earlier in the year. Last year I picked up a sealed one at an estate sale. I walked in, it was just sitting there for a quarter. I flipped that one for $80, $90, I don't remember. But anytime you find these sealed Yahtzee games, I mean, even when it's non-holiday season, you can still sell them for $50, $60. There's a risk with these though. For one thing, I only sell them on Amazon if they have batteries in them already, if the batteries are working. I don't sell them if the batteries are not still working because since the batteries have been in there for so long, because these are older, like this one's made in 2004, there's a good chance they've exploded and corroded, and if a customer buys that, even though it's sealed, opens it up and sees that, they're probably not going to be too happy. And there was a game, I forget, it was a handheld game, wasn't Yahtzee, but that happened, and the person was really mad, and they just could not why would they asking me why I would sell something like this, and I ought to be ashamed of myself. And it's like, you have to be real professional. I'm sorry, with it being sealed, we have no way of knowing if the batteries have gone bad, it's out of our control. You can get a full refund. All these people can be really crazy sometimes, but it's just not worth selling if you can still sell them pretty well on eBay with a dead battery in them, and chances are the battery's not corroded in it. But just something to think about if you want to sell these on Amazon, because if they buy a new one that's supposed to have batteries in it, they're already going to be considering that. And I don't know what these sell for used right now. They used to sell pretty well used, still quite well, like in good condition. You got 15, 22. Like, you can find these at, especially garage sales, for a quarter or 50 cents. Always look up handheld games and understand which ones are valuable, because there's really good money in them. That's going to do it for the video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. Those were a few things I've sold over the last couple of weeks that came from Goodwill. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll be doing more just videos like this on stuff that's sold on eBay, stuff I bought from clearance and stuff like that flipped, and of course my vlogs and all kinds of adventures in reselling. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, flipping_junk. This has been Wick. Till next time.